Hey, sweet sister. Welcome back to Midnight Momma, where the house is finally quiet, the kids are settled, and we can share these tender moments together. I'm Maria, your host, and tonight I want to tell you a little story. One that started with a dandelion puff and turned into something much deeper. Just the other afternoon, I was sitting on the front porch, barefoot, lemon water in hand, and watching the kids play in the yard. My 3-year-old ran up with a bright smile and something small in his hand. He said, "Look, Mom, I got you a wish." It was one of those delicate little dandelion puffs, barely holding together in the warm breeze. I smiled, held it close, and gave it a deep breath. The seeds danced into the air, tiny, weightless, carried away like confetti in slow motion. And I turned to him and said, "You know, baby, these wishes are seeds. Next year, we might see a whole field of dandelions from where they land." In that moment, I had an epiphany. Isn't that just like faith? We release prayers into the wind, sometimes desperate, sometimes hopeful, sometimes barely formed. We don't know where they will land or when they'll bloom, but we trust. We trust that God knows. Matthew 17:20 says, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." And I thought, maybe our dandelion seed prayers aren't so small after all. We sow them in exhaustion, in silence, in midnight prayers whispered over sleeping babies, or through tears after hard days. And God, He takes every single one. He sees where each one lands. He waters them with His grace. He grows them into something we might not recognize yet, but one day we'll look back and see a field full of answered prayers. Galatians 6:9 reminds us, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up." And Isaiah 55:11 says, "So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty." God is in the seeds. He's in the waiting. He's in the bloom. Sister, maybe tonight you're wondering if your prayers are being heard, if your daily pouring out is making a difference. Maybe you feel like you're just blowing wishes into the wind. But take heart. What looks like floating may actually be planting, and what feels like delay might be God preparing the soil. And what feels like nothing's happening could be the exact moment the seed is taking root just beneath the surface. Let me pray for us. Father, thank you for the seeds, as we can see, and the ones you're growing in secret. Thank you for being the keeper of our hopes and the giver of every good thing. Help us to trust you in the waiting, to keep sowing, and to believe that what we release in faith, you will multiply in love. Let our hearts rest in that tonight. In Yeshua Jesus' name, amen. If this story touched you tonight, share it with a friend who might need a little reminder that her seeds aren't wasted. And come back next week. We're diving into another heartful episode in the Finding Myself at 40 series. Until then, breathe deep, rest easy, and keep sowing in faith. Good night, sister.